Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Moonbeam's birthday bash. We are, live and kicking here with Juno 2000 and Mr. Cinephile Sanity himself, and we are
Good
going
evening,
to
everyone.
we're going to watch Robin Hood Men in Tights, which everybody voted for from one of her picks. So, hope everybody's doing good. Once again, Jimmy is not present because he still is without power. So I got a big FU to CPE, and they can, go blow themselves, which is obviously what they're doing when they can't get people's electricity on. Um, so, oh boy. Um, I, I just got a little message, and I'll just say I wanted to look presentable, so that way, I mean, it is your birthday after all.
One time you got to be presentable.
Happy birthday, Moonbeam.
She asked me if I did my hair for her, and I was like, yeah, I broke out the curlers and everything, got all that stuff.
Yeah, happy birthday to Moonbeam. How old is she now? Do we know? Are we allowed to talk about that or no?
19. I mean, what? She'd really hate that. But, well, I don't know. To me, age is, a considerable age is, worthwhile, and she's at the perfect age for me. And I don't, she sometimes doesn't seem to think so, but, when you get to a certain point, age is just a number. It's all about how you are and how you are with the said person and things like that. And so that's all I'm going to say about that. But she can say how old she is. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, happy birthday to her though. It's good to see. And
Happy birthday, Moonbeam.
so I guess this is available on Look Movie, right? So yeah, it looks like. I mean, I tried finding it in other places too, and I could not find it anywhere.
Yeah,
It looks like it's on Hulu, I think.
the link is posted at the top, so yeah, it's on Look Movie.
Yeah, I just hope we don't have any issues with watching it.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's
Speaking of, we're watching Robin Hood. What do you guys thought? What's your guys' thoughts about the Robin Hood movie?
Like this
about
one, or just like all Robin Hood movies? Like
All the Robin Hood, like the Kevin Costner, the Russell Crowe, the Jamie Foxx one, and all that stuff.
I've honestly not really a big Robin Hood fan, but I know the last one I saw was the Russell Crowe one, and that was like a long time ago. So probably asking the wrong person with me about Robin Hood right now. But this movie we're watching tonight, like I know I saw this at a young age. I enjoyed it. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one tonight.
with me, I've never seen any of the current ones because I've had no inkling to want to. I mean, I prefer, like, I think it was the Errol Flynn one back in the 40s, I guess, or 30s, whenever the fuck they made that. And I mean, it's always been one of my favorite stories when I was a kid, but I mean, I don't know. I just never really had a desire to kind of go and check these other ones out. I mean, I don't know. As far as like Costner goes, I mean, I like certain films of his, and there's a lot of them that I really don't. I pretty much hate. I mean, I pretty much like the ones that everybody hates. Like The Postman and Waterworld, and you know.
I hate Waterworld. That movie, fucking Jesus Christ.
I
That's
think
a movie I can't sit through with a serious face. I just can't do it.
well, but I think one of my favorites is a very underrated film that he did called Fandango, um, with like Judd Nelson, and it's kind of like Breaking Away with Dennis Christopher in a way, and that one, I tend to like that one a lot, and then after that, I'm sort of like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I know, like Robin Hood. Like I know it's a time period movie, like because I know most of us that may not like these like the Robin Hood movies because they're time period movies and they're folklore stories. But my favorite out of all the Robin Hood movies, I would have to go with the Kevin Costner one because like one day it was on randomly because they turned on the TV and that was on Stars one day, and I heard about it, but I thought I was not gonna be not giving a shit about the movie and stuff. But through watching it, it gave me some Indiana Jones vibe around it. I'm like, holy shit, there's some awesome action scenes throughout it, and
I
it has
mean,
like, and even the main theme song is pretty much the Morgan Creek theme song for the
I mean,
intro of the Morgan Creek pictures.
at some point, I'll probably, check those out, when I just kind of run across it, and I don't have anything else that, that's building up in my long list of movies to watch or something. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I know there's like a director's cut and a theatrical cut. I don't know what the hell's the difference. Some people don't like the director's cut; they prefer the theatrical. But I don't know. I think I just watched the theatrical cut on Stars when it was on, which is the first time seeing it. But I know Arrow Video released it, so like that'll be cool to pick up one day.
What, Waterworld?
No, Robin Hood Prince of Thieves Kevin with Kevin Costner. Well, of course, both movies are from Arrow Video,
Yeah.
so like two double feature Kevin Costner from Arrow Video.
I mean, we should just like watch Tin Cup, and Field of Dreams, you know, with a
Or the
loaded
Untouchable,
firearm next to us.
or the
I'm only
Untouchable.
kidding. It's a joke, Jesus Christ, just stop. No. No, I like Bull Durham though. That's a cool movie.
Untouchable is a
I haven't seen
badass
that in a
one.
while, but that is like one of the better baseball movies out of the 80s, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
I wouldn't really say I'm the biggest Kevin Costner fan, but there is some movies and performances from him that I do like.
yeah. Thanks, Juno, for taking this in a whole other direction that it didn't need to go. Lordy, lordy, lordy. All right. So I'm going to go through the roll call and stuff and all that good stuff. And so, of course, we have the amazing Zodiac Z. We have Chester Franklin. We have Rosalie Azarita, one of the most sweetest women that I've ever known besides Moonbeam. And then, of course, we have 71 and her cat mafia. We have Spicy 4K Action, and we have Brooke Sauce is here, and Anthony Chobit, and that's about it right now. And yeah, I did my hair. So
Are we going to have an appearance from Moonbeam at all throughout the stream?
I don't think so. I did ask her about it,
No, that's
but,
fine. I just figured I'd ask. That's all.
I She said she wasn't ready for her debut, you know. And we have Gizmo, so the great Norwegian that I've ever met that's never burned down a church, you know.
Burned down the ship. Yeah. What's up, G-Man? Gizmo, what's up, man?
It's no.
Because you know those crazy Norwegians, you know, with their names Vlarg and Jarg.
Yeah, and no like Norwegian accent or anything.
That,
Lars.
you know, I was just thinking today we should, you know, when we're always thinking of top fives. We should do like a top five, you know, our personal top five most disturbing movies we've ever seen. You know, but I'm not talking, you know, shit like Cannibal Holocaust, you know, not something that's, you know, made to be disturbing, something that you never expected. And you're like, holy, you know, what guacamole, what am I watching? You know?
Yeah, I'd be down with that. I mean, there's so many topics you can ride on with a top 5 or a top 10, so it's, you know, it's, I think we could accomplish that.
Because, you know, after that one I watched yesterday, that's definitely in my top five of one of the most disturbing films I've ever seen.
What is that? God is a bullet or something?
God is a
like
bullet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up watching that by like the end of the weekend or something. But yeah, just to mention that real quick, tomorrow night's stream is canceled for another time because I ran out of StreamYard time. I'm officially at like 21 hours, so we gotta wait till the 19th to do any streams on my channel again, which is not that far away. So I got to do some rescheduling with the rest of the month. I'll fix all of that and we'll get that figured out.
Yeah, see, I didn't think we'd have any troublemakers tonight, but we've got Gizmo, you know, making trouble. So, okay, for those of you that have not seen this creation that Johnny made for us, I'm gonna show this.
Hey kids, I love this guy. He's the founder of the CWO.
And everything, man, and for everything you do, man. You're awesome because you are part of the CWO.
What a piece of shit this movie is.
Here's Johnny, and I support the CWO.
It's always so creepy to see me as Donnie from The Big Lebowski. Every time I say, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
But I think we all look great as the Rat Pack. You know, I mean, I never knew that I could pull off a fucking Dean Martin, and you could pull off Sinatra. And Juno is perfect as Sammy. It's amazing.
yeah, it's, you know, we're very polished in that photo, I guess. You know, so we're at our peak, I guess you could say.
W.
Juno Davis Jr. Oh man, I know I'm exhausted, man. I had to work in the heat today, and I'm just like completely drained out. Like, usually when I work in the heat, like it doesn't bother me too much. I don't pay too much attention to it. But today I was just like, fuck my life, dude. Like, just like defeated, like in first hour of work.
I'm
So I
definitely
got,
gonna see that. This week.
we got to kind of watch our P's and Q's because the kiddo is going to be watching the movie with her mama. So
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Censor
we'll take it easy.
beams are up. All right, censor beams are fully up now.
Yeah, we'll take it easy on the color.
so any of you people that get out of line, get out of here.
Yeah, it really was. Like, I don't know, man. Like by like 3 o'clock today, it felt like death outside, dude. It was just like, oh God. Like
She
it's like a
she said the
small
kid's
dose
not
of
watching
hell.
the stream, so we're good, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, like, yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
that. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll watch my mouth, and 5 minutes later, you know, an F-bomb comes out. And just, you know, it's
Fuck
whatever.
you people.
Yeah.
Who let this bastard in here? No, I'm just kidding. But I gotta.
Actually, I remember that like that same situation kind of happened to me when Gareth over at Video Tasties, he was showing me how to use StreamYard, and he had his son like right next to him, and I was like cursing and shit. And he's like, "Oh, try to watch the language. My kid's right here." And I was like, "Oh shit, my bad." And I was like, "Fuck, just did it again." Like, fuck. But yeah, you never know who's listening. But at the same time, I don't know. It's just who I am. I don't know. You know, it's just how I talk.
So, yeah, you know, I don't know. It just, you know, I had to, you know, come up with a surprise, and so then I guess it's time for that, and here we go.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
So yeah, there was that. Like,
That's pretty cool, man. Nice job. Like
thanks.
the music itself made me feel like I was watching an anime without the anime. I don't know, it just felt like an anime
Well,
song
it
or
was like you
something.
were sort of watching an anime, but yeah, I was messing around with a few things, and I wanted to put a couple of different songs actually, you know, and but it wouldn't work. And then I even tried just, you know, talking, and my voice sounded like I smoked like six packs of cigarettes or something, and I was just like, oh hell no. So I was like, you know,
You should just start smoking, dude. Why not, man? Start smoking cigars, cigarettes. You know, I'm gonna wait till I'm 70 years old to do every drug, every fucking drink in the world. I'm gonna smoke everything as soon as I hit 70.
well, see, you know, this is gonna sound like I fucked up, but I really think people should, you know, do that like when they're, you know, at an older age, because you know when you're younger, you're fucking your body up, and so like if you stay clean up until that point and you figure, well, I'm not going anywhere, then it's like, okay, now I can do, you know, LSD and ayahuasca, and you know, but I don't try that at home, kids, please. I'm not responsible for any sort of you know, things that you do.
Yeah, we're not responsible. You know, if you guys do all the drugs in the world and you have like a brain aneurysm or something, it's not our fault.
Yeah, it's not, you know, just be sure to, you know, eat lots of onion rings, you know, and fried food, you know, that's the way to go. So yeah, that was the special surprise that I created, and I thought that was cool. You know,
Smoke
and
them if you
and then of course we've got this weirdo.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order to achieve an R rating today, a motion picture must contain full frontal nudity, graphic violence, or an explicit reference to the sex act. Since this film has none of those, and since research has proven that R-rated films are by far the most popular with the movie-going public, the producers of this motion picture have asked me to take this opportunity to say, fuck you.
Oh yeah, I forgot this movie's PG-13, but we always need an F-bomb, So
Gosh. All right, so yeah, we're up on like 22 minutes, but how long is this movie?
it's hour 44. So yeah, we'll
Okay.
get started in a few minutes. So
I'm gonna try to.
anyway, yeah, it seems like a bunch of people have dipped out because they're gonna go hang with P. Rich while he's trapped in the bathroom. He'll never live that down, stuff.
Yeah, I think he's doing a double feature tonight.
Yeah, that was kind of odd. He knew what was going on, but everybody deserves a goof a dope moment, I guess. Oh, did I just say that? Oh boy. So yeah. We got 15 seconds because we always have
You got some kick-ass shit. 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 You got some kick-ass shit.
gets me every time, just brings a tear to my eye.
That's the best part of the whole movie. It really is.
Shit.
It's like, like I remember when that movie would come on TV, I'd always be like, I hope it's the part when he gets on stage and starts like fucking cursing and shit.
I haven't seen that one in so long and stuff, so it's kind of like, I'm gonna have to revisit that one.
Like when I was putting that clip together, like I was like, on the cap cut, and I was like watching it breeze through, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that scene and that scene. I really forgot a lot about that movie. It's really not that good, but there's some things about it that are pretty funny. Like Gary Busey's like a crazed Vietnam war veteran or whatever, and like I don't know, at one point he's like threatening to kill people with fucking missile launchers and stuff. It's pretty funny. But overall, that movie is like kind of bad. Black Sheep.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of weird
I'm
that
going.
like when they
Mhm.
made that movie, and I was surprised like Mudhoney was in it, and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like they're in this movie, It was the same like that movie, like It's Pat, and like Wayne is in it and stuff, and they had her, him or it or whatever the hell you want to, like play like what was it? Trumpet or a tuba, that's right. And that was so weird. And then they fire. They go, "Well, Pat, we can't have you in the band anymore." It's ridiculous.
We couldn't cut them into the budget, I guess.
This week, I'm gonna try to see Maxine this week. I don't know if you got to see that movie, Texas.
Oh, I saw Maxine last weekend. Yeah.
Oh, that's good, man. I'm gonna like try to see it this week.
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think a lot of people are. I haven't seen really anybody shitting on it, but there's a lot of people that are like, well, there's this, blah blah blah. It's weak and all this other kind of crap, and I'm just like, it's everybody's trying to act like these movies are just because it's a trilogy that it's the only way it's linked together is because of the character. It's not because of anything else. It's like watching the Vengeance trilogy. It's just a trilogy. It's not a
Mhm.
Everybody's like reading too much into it. But I had it all figured out when it started, and I was like, oh, okay, I know where this is going. And that's all I'm gonna say on it. We'll talk about it after you see it. I'm supposed to go see Longlegs tomorrow, I hope.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, I
Oh
might
yeah. I'm
actually
gonna
try to
see it
go
like
see Maxine
this
probably
week.
sometime this week because I still haven't even been to the theater yet this year.
you need to take care of that.
Well, yes and no. A lot of times I go to the theater, I'm like, fuck, I should have just stayed the fuck home, man. Like, there's always somebody to ruin something for you. That's like my biggest turnoff with going to the theater anymore.
Gotcha.
And then also, the last time I went to the theater, somebody fucking threw a soda at the screen. Like, not while I was there, but like there was a giant soda stain, like right in the fucking middle of the screen. It was like, fuck, man, like, like I gotta stare at that now.
Animals, I tell you, animals. But the thing is, I know that for a fact this is another thing that happens to you when you go to the
It's
theater.
like, holy fucking shit, dude. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit, dude. It's just chaos all over the fucking place. In a row there. That's what happens when you watch Rambo, dude.
Yeah, well, but I mean, that happens to you when you go to the theater. It's just chaos.
And then, like, like the floor is always like it's got some freaking disease or something on it. You're stepping on something to where your feet are sticking on it. I almost feel like lighting my shoes on fire when I leave.
Oh man. Gizmo says, "Is Maxine better than FB?" Yes, of course. I think anything is better than what Juno just doppled out.
Ah,
Yeah, the anything is just about better than that. Although Titan is no, not better than that either. But that's better than the other one too.
sticky soda on the floor. Fuck, man.
But
I always feel like I gotta burn my shoes afterwards.
See, Gizmo, once little Emma starts growing up, you're going to be that dad that's going to be, torn between showing her The Exorcist or probably um, Milo and Otis, at like age 5.
Or how about what's it called? Solo, 120 Days of Sodom. You could show that to your
Oof.
daughter. I wouldn't recommend that movie to anyone. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't. That's
think-
a tough one.
I think Reed said Brad shit on Maxine. He said everybody lower their expectations, but I liked it. I mean, I'm not going to give any spoilers. The only thing that I'll say, which would have probably made it, where the hell did Juno go? I just hit the. That's
Now
weird.
you see it, now you don't.
Anyway, the thing that I think it needed a couple of more awesome kills in it than what was, what they allotted us. But other than that, I thought it was very well done.
What's the runtime on it? Is it like an hour and a half? Like I think the other ones are an hour.
Yeah. I mean, I think it might go a little longer, but it's pretty fast. It goes pretty fast. So,
All right.
So yeah. Rosalie. I hope it's sticky soda on the floor.
God, I hate that. Like, as soon as you step into a theater and like you sit down and it's like, fuck, dude, my shoes are like destroyed already.
Salo is about capitalism and consumerism. If you look at it political, and it also includes the shit the fat Italians did to the skinny Italians during World War II, it gets better. Well, they're not probably running around with people's heads on sticks and shit like that. So yeah.
I mean, I guess they ate that much shit back then. I don't know, man.
He said, "You will eat this because I tell you to eat it. Look, everyone else is doing it. It must be good, just like any Hollywood movie today." I expect everyone at home to be, singing along.
But yeah, I've been seeing good reviews for that Bike Riders movie with Tom Hardy.
Yeah, when we were talking about that before, welcome back, Juno. It was supposed to come out last year, and then Juno said that they delayed it because of the writers' strike and all that.
Yeah,
But it's not even.
SAG.
It's already out of the theater now here.
It's on
I
Look
mean-
Movie now, actually.
Oh, okay. It's like, but nothing
'cause
sticks
originally-
around in the theaters for long. It's ridiculous. It's like, I remember back when I was growing up, you'd have something like, Jaws, when it took off, it was at least in the theaters for almost a year,
Yeah, I remember when Titanic came out. That was out for like over 9 months, 10 months, something like that in the theater.
But yeah, that bike rider movie, they had a poster for it like during like when Saw X came out, and there was a poster for it saying that it was supposed to be in December, but it got like delayed till like here this month of June. So like,
Yeah.
because there was a poster of it at the theater that I go to, and I was like, oh shit, I want to check this one out, and well, we got delayed till the next year until we got it this year because it was part of the because a lot of movies were supposed to come out last year. Even TV shows were delayed too. because of the stupid riot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gizmo says, have you ever seen when there is smoking in films nowadays? It does not look like the people are even smoking for real. It looks like they are sucking on a pipe. It's weird.
You
Yeah, I was
don't even see anybody like exhaling smoke. Like you can usually
Yeah.
tell when someone's exhaling real smoke when you see smoke coming out of their nose and their mouth.
But I
But
did-
like nowadays, it's like when someone takes a drag, it's like this little like faint bit of smoke that just comes out, and it's like you didn't even take a drag. What the fuck is that? Like,
but I did
I think
notice.
those
I was just gonna say real quick. I did notice in Maxine there's a lot of cigarette smoking in it, and I guess that's because it was the '80s and everything. So
that's when it was
but
cigarettes were heavily advertised in the 80s. So
yeah. Well, so I'm gonna get the movie going here and stuff. So anybody that needs a link, it's still at the top of the chat, and you know, get ready, and we'll get this thing going here. Oh, I thought I
No,
had
it's
put
not.
the damn trailer in here, but I guess I didn't. Whoops.
Yeah.
That's odd.
But you know the fake. You know why you say you don't see you don't see actors smoking real cigarettes? It's because they're smoking the fake cigarettes.
Right.
yeah, I understand that. Like it's you could tell when like a real actor's smoking a cigarette and when someone's
Yeah.
smoking a movie set cigarette or whatever. But
Yeah.
I just think if you're gonna have a half-ass smoking scene, you may as well just eliminate it. You may as well just go, we're not gonna have any smoking in this scene because it doesn't look good when it's half-assed.
Yep.
Well, I guess, since I screwed up and didn't put the trailer in here, we're just going to go with this again because it's much better anyway.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, that was the long version.
Your thing, Moonbeam.
A long, darker version.
All right, so if everybody's ready, I'm going to do a
Ready.
countdown from 10 to 1 and all that good stuff.
I'm good to go.
All right,
Ready.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, Moonbeam. Hit play.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, girl. Alright, now I gotta juggle this. Fingers crossed, Look movie doesn't fuck up.
I don't think it'll fuck up as bad as it did on me last night.
It got you early too, man.
I know. And what was so screwed up was that it would just stop and keep repeating like a phrase over and over. And then I'd have to forward it 10 seconds and then it would work for a good while. But my
See,
cursor kept screwing up.
I usually just get like a dead pause and then like I rewind it a couple seconds on the bar and then it'll play and then it'll do it again. Then it'll probably go back and play for a little while and then it'll happen at a later time. But it also, like I said before, it mostly happens on older movies. All the newer stuff, it doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
That's weird, man.
You'd think it would be the other way around. You'd think the older movies would play and the newer ones would have some kind of issue or something.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wonder if you actually got a subscription to that thing, if they would play any better,
You know, I actually wouldn't mind like seeing like a making of for this movie because I'd like to hear what Dave Chappelle and Isaac Hayes would have to like say about like with them two working with each other on a movie. That's like another thing with this movie. It's just so like I don't know. The cast overall is just so random.
Yeah.
But I do remember seeing this at like 10 years old on TV when the trailer was like first released. I remember like seeing this on TV. For some reason, I remember that. Uh, no issues so far.
That's good.
I haven't seen that actor that played Robin Hood in this movie, Carrie Ells. The last time I saw him was in that piece of shit Black Christmas 2019 bullshit.
Yeah, I'm still trying to forget about that one.
Yeah. After that, I don't know. Like he hasn't been in like an A24 movie or anything. So, like I would like to see him in an A24 movie. But he's a pretty good actor.
The credits are pretty cool though with the Mel Brooks thing, like how they just shot the arrows into the roof and his name lit up. I want to see if this movie did good at the box office. I want to check that real quick. So this actually did good at the box office. The budget was $20 million. It pulled in 72 million.
Yeah, I think I saw it in the theater when it came out.
Yeah, I was like just pushing like 10 years old at that time. They're all giving them the finger, all the slaves down in the dungeon. Be right back a second here.
Yep.
Damn.
Did you see that Gladiator trailer, Texas?
What about Gladiator?
Did you see that Gladiator 2 trailer? That
Nah.
it has like the most disliked trailer video on YouTube right now. Because like
Rosalia, I am on the tongue pulling thing when they've taken him to the underground deal. Do you need a timestamp or something? Okay. I am at 7:34. Yeah, Gino, I've never seen Gladiator, and so I'm not really interested in the other one.
yeah. And you know why it's the most
You're
disliked?
welcome, Rosalia.
Because Russell Crowe's not in it.
I mean,
Eh,
it's not even a Ridley Scott movie, is it? Or what?
No, Ridley Scott's not even attached to it. So like both Russell Crowe and Ridley Scott are not even involved. So like no wonder like it's the most disliked trailer. And even Russell Crowe doesn't even want to they even admit that they didn't even ask him to return for that one, to be part of that one even.
I wish they would have like kind of had did a play on Escape from New York with Isaac Hayes, or like he had those people in the cell uh, say like you're number one,
Yeah, I haven't seen the Gladiator 2 trailer yet, but I've seen stills and screenshots.
But
I mean, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna, probably just wait till it comes on Look Movie, but I still think it's too little,
it
too
just
late.
but right now, like I was talking to Texas about it, like that the Gladiator 2 trailer has like the most disliked video on YouTube right now. Like it's
Yeah,
like more disliked than the like buttons, like because it shows you like people are not really interested in this movie.
I don't even think the story's all that strong. Like, apparently, it's supposed to be like the little boy that's in Gladiator. I forget
Hmm
his name again. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen
But
Gladiator,
but it,
but
but Russell Crowe and Ridley Scott are not involved, so like who gives a shit?
well, that's
Both of them.
also another turnoff for me. It's like I don't really like the Russell Crowe thing's kind of whatever to me because like of the way like the story arc's really gonna be. But if Ridley Scott's not involved, then I'm really like, that's like 50% of my interest right there.
So Jane Doe is here and she says, howdy fellas, hope you're having an amazing weekend.
Hey, what's up there, Jane? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I hope you're having a good weekend too. I
Yeah,
mean, like, I
Moonbeam.
don't know. Ah, man, fucking Look Movie paused on me.
Juno Moonbeam says she saw the trailer and knew immediately what it was going to be. They're definitely trying to replicate it in a new age.
Yeah, they're trying to milk all these sequels too late. Like they should have made them like 15 years ago, like 20 years ago. But now they're just making them too modernized and too polished. So like you're not really gonna get like a weighted sequel.
Yeah, like, another thing I don't like is, like, this story that they're going with it was talked about years ago.
Yeah.
And, it's like, that's like just another thing that's just showing me how unoriginal this is going to be. It's just like, hey, let's pick up that story that we were talking about before, like, fucking years ago. Now no one's going to give a shit, but let's make them give a shit. I don't know, man. All this cash grab bullshit and reviving franchises, I'm just kind of, it's run its course already.
Yeah.
They could stick the legacy sequel up their ass, and we can enjoy the classics.
She says she thinks the original has too big of a loyal fan base to safely make it. So
Yeah.
That's
Just stick
another
with the
thing. The
OG.
original Gladiator, it really does set the bar, Like, good luck fucking topping that.
Just stick with the OG. Like movies nowadays, when they're getting sequels, like it's kind of empty because they're just gonna make it too fucking modernized and all that shit. But
And like another thing is with filmmaking nowadays, like the process is so much faster now because of like the green screening and all the effects that get added in, and I understand, things have to be like, a set has to be full of, safety regulations and everything, but it's just, I don't know, man, filmmaking's just not what it used to be anymore.
Moonbeam says sometimes it works, Sean, like Incredibles 2. Laugh out loud. I was so friggin' excited when they finally came out with it. I had heard rumors for years.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get ahead of yourself. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and just shit on fucking Gladiator 2, but I'm just not interested in it. But who knows? Maybe it might be good.
yeah,
Your back just got punched twice. He was watching his back.
But Look Movie paused on me at the 10-minute mark, and then it went back.
You need a timestamp?
I'm at 30, or I'm at 13 minutes and 40 seconds now. Is that where you're at?
1409.
All right, I'm a couple seconds behind here.
Yeah.
Fucking Dave Chappelle. I don't know, man. Dave Chappelle's really good at making karate noises.
I have not seen Revenge of Billy the Kid, Gizmo.
but I agree with Jim. And I know he did the shadows for all of us, and that video that he tagged us in. I agree with him. Like modern shit, it's not good compared to like the classics.
Yeah, there's like, I don't know. I try to be open minded to a lot of new stuff. I do like a good portion of some newer things, but I don't know, man. Sometimes I just see something and just look at it and just get such a bad vibe, and usually end up being right.
Yeah.
Gizmo says this movie, Revenge of Billy the Kid, he says, movie is super cool, low trash, splatter monster creature. It says plot, the horny farmer McDonald has a wicked way with a goat, like returns to normal for the family until the goat gives birth, the mutant offspring called Billy. That sounds great.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
Here's some trivia for you, Sean. You see this guy with the mustache, and stuff there that's like the mover, the house mover.
The big guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's this guy who's a comedian named Avery Schreiber. and he and this guy Jack Burns were like a comedy team in the '70s. But Avery Shriver used to do these Doritos commercials, and they were hilarious. You can
I
find them,
remember the guy. Like, he looks familiar. I know I've seen him before.
but you can find them like on YouTube and stuff. I always thought he was pretty funny.
The fucking blind guy on the toilet. Oh my God.
Runs into that statue and stuff.
He thinks he's the statue. Yeah, tank and pull chain. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. This if they would have had those back in the day, you know. Rottingham. That I thought was great. Yeah, it's you know, It's good. It rained a little today, but it just sucks that like Jimmy is still out of power, and like there's a lady at one of his neighbors across the street. She has power, but then some of the other houses still don't have power like his. And I don't know, supposedly they claim that, you know, he'll have power tomorrow, but I seriously doubt it. And then this thing came out about how the CEO of Centerpoint, makes all this money, and that's just making people angry. I mean, I look at it, yeah, the guy's a douchebag and probably shouldn't be making the money that he makes, but that doesn't help anything. That doesn't turn on people's fucking power. They just need to do their fucking job instead of jerking each other off.
Yep. The dipshits ain't doing nothing about it. That's bullshit.
I mean, he'd be staying here, and he knows he can come over anytime. But he's got 3 dogs to take care of. His dog, and then his cousin's 2 dogs and stuff. And they went on a fucking vacation before this even happened. And it's like with his condition, he doesn't want to leave the dogs alone and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, you just keep them fed and everything. But yeah, he's been pretty tore up about it a little, a lot, and as he should be. But he takes things like that too personal sometimes. And I told him, I said, look, man, it's not like we've ever been through this before. And he's like, yeah, that's true, But I told
Yeah,
him, that I would
that shit seems
definitely,
to happen at the worst times.
yeah, that I would have him, I said, if you want to come over and stuff, but, you're more than welcome. I said, you can sleep on my couch, whatever. But, I told him, I said, if this happens again, that you're definitely staying, I don't give a fuck about that.
Shamarlo Scott's here. What's up, Scott?
Yeah, I just saw that. Hey, Shamarlos.
Hey, Scott.
Look, movies like it's like pausing a little bit here and there.
Glad you're doing good, Shamarlos.
You guys see that Trump got shot in the ear today?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. I'm not a politics movie guy. I'm not a politics guy. I'm a movie guy.
Yeah, I'm not really one for politics, but I mean, it's like impossible to not hear about the news right now. It's all over the fucking place. And I like how they're calling him the president too. Like, it's like, damn, like totally dissing the shit out of Biden. They're calling him the president now after he got shot.
Whole deal with the bluebird and everything, and craps on her hand. Man, he Shamarlos is the donut king.
Yeah, I can't get into donuts like that, man. But like, if you get like some real like fresh ones, like like I know like we used to have like Krispy Kremes around here where they would have fresh shit in the mornings, but like Dunkin' Donuts to me, like that shit's terrible. Like those
When
are
I was
not
a
good
kid,
donuts.
Dunkin' was pretty good, but we have a Texas donut place called Shipley's, and they're really fucking good.
I've heard of that before, Shipley's. Actually, I've heard of that. I'm pretty sure we don't have them around here, though.
Oh, cool. Marlo says his birthday's coming up on September 10th, and he'll be 35.
All right, nice, man. We'll have to see if we'll get a stream going that night or something.
Yeah, maybe we could do that. You know.
I don't know what's scheduled right now for September. I mean, like, whatever I have scheduled right now for September is, like, not even, like, etched in stone yet, so, but... What do we have for September? The Entity on September 6th, and then we have a Friday the 13th on September 13th.
What
But
day is the 10th?
The 10th is, what's it now? It is a Tuesday.
Oh, well, you know, we could, you know, come up with something. You know, I could probably do something. Got some time to figure it out.
Yo, Juno, you passed 300 subscribers, dude. You're at 305 now, man. I didn't
Holy
see that.
smokes! Congrats, Juno.
Yeah, congratulations on passing 300, dude.
Thanks, guys.
I know you were like really close there for a while. It was like 295, but that's like I just noticed now you're at 305.
Welcome back, Zodiac.
Hey, what's up, Z?
I love the whole fact that Tracy Ullman's character is named Latrine.
What is she, a witch or something?
Yeah. But latrine, you know. They should have had a sister, you know, or something and called her Urinal, you know.
Urinal. I wonder how well that line would go over today. I guess she's a transsexual now.
Yeah, probably, you know.
You know, if you were making this say, you're like, well, you might want to rewrite that line there.
It's all good, Z, you know.
Oh my God.
Vader at Vincent Price's house. That was a great fucking line. You can tell he spits that fucking eyeball out and he's about to lose it, and they kept with it because you can see him totally smiling and shit. So did you hear about
to be shit
Dr. Ruth passed away, and so did Richard Simmons.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Richard
One
Simmons.
jumping jack too many, I guess.
Yeah, that's funny because like I think Pauly Shore is like in the process of like playing him in a movie.
Yeah, they did some sort of short or something, you know.
Like I don't know all the info, and I just know that like he was being like questioned a lot in public, and like he was like signing autographs while like answering questions about it and shit. Because like people were saying to him, they're like, Richard Simmons doesn't approve of you playing him in the movies. Like, so what do you got to say about that? He's like, well, that's perfectly fine, man. I don't care. You know, whatever he thinks is fine. You know, he's just like ignoring it basically, which is probably the smartest thing for him to do.
Yeah, well, I don't think he wanted to give anything away, and he really didn't give a fuck. So
But like, yeah, his reaction to like people saying like, "Oh, like, you know, Simmons is not happy with you playing him," he like, you know, did not phase him at all.
the eggs look like a disturbing omelet made out of a Muppet. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, doesn't
Yeah,
look
Richard
yummy at
Lewis.
all.
I think he died this year or last year. It's
I
unfortunate.
think it was last year. I think it was. But I mean, like, I don't know. I've always thought he was like, you know, him as a comedian, just kind of whatever. He's there, you know. All right, you're funny, but really not that funny. I don't
I don't
know
know.
what it
I
was,
like him.
but I mostly know him from watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
He
Like, you
had a
know,
show like in the mid '80s with Ann Magnuson, who was in that band Bongwater, and
God, sounds terrible.
no, I mean Bongwater is actually great. It's actually they were like a duo. It was like her and this guy named Kramer, but not Michael Richards. The guy's actual name is Kramer. He's like a producer. You remember that band King Missile that had that fucking song Detachable Penis?
I think I might have missed out on that one.
Well, they wrote all these like ridiculous, like fucked up songs, but they were hilarious. There's like this one song called Martin Scorsese that they had, and it was just like this deal where the guy's just yelling like the whole time. He's like, he makes the best fucking movies. He's basically doing you in that clip. He's like, it's like, he makes the best fucking movies. It's hilarious.
And that big guy with the long blonde hair, I know he
Yeah.
plays one of the bodyguards in that movie True Romance.
Oh
Like
wow.
towards the end. Like I don't know if you know that movie at all, but he's like one of the bodyguards at the end of that movie.
There's my favorite line in the whole thing. He's like, "Did you say Abe Lincoln?" And he says, I said Abe
I didn't
Lincoln.
say Abe Lincoln. I said, "Hey, Blinken." What the fuck he just said there?
Huh.
Uh, of course, Dave Chappelle's got a pair of fucking like Nikes on and shit. Everybody else has got some like, you know, goofball fucking shit on their feet. Dave Chappelle's got regular like modern sneakers on. Juno.
Yeah, Juno's back.
Yep, I'm back.
This whole stick thing. Yeah, what the hell? Moonbeam says Little John is like the cowardly lion of the movie, so in touch with his feelings.
Blinking. Achoo. He's not impressed by his name being Achoo.
Will Scarlett O'Hara.
He said goodbye.
You know, it definitely has some good culinary skills. You know. Sean, do you like Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Yeah, I haven't seen those movies in a while, but dude, they never get old. Like, it's even funny, like, when you see, like, some of the actors, like, starting to break character, like, they can't hold back the laughing anymore. Like, even that's funny to see. But I can still get into that stuff. I don't think it's, like, played out too old. Like, I think it's still funny. Like, sometimes I might catch like a short here on YouTube. Like, somebody will make like a Mighty Python fucking short or something, and then next you know it, I'm looking for more of them.
Yeah, Reed says we need the Holy Grail in 4K. Fucking Life of Brian makes no sense.
Get a fucking 4K box set going.
he knocked those two guards out. He's carrying that big old fucking warthog. Nah.
The fuck did he just say?
You know, in this movie, Carrie Ellis doesn't cut his foot off, you know.
Yeah. I thought that was like really strange. Like I remember seeing Saul in theaters when it first came out, and seeing him in the movie, I was just like, "What the fuck's he doing in this horror movie?"
Then he shows up again, I think in was it 6, I think?
Oh, I haven't gotten that far. I can't,
Oh,
I
that's
can't
right.
even
Yeah.
get that far in the fucking franchise, man. Like, I really only like the first 2 movies, and Saw X from last year was decent.
Yeah.
You know what I think would be interesting to see in this movie is actually having Jim Carrey in the Carrey Elves role with Robin
Yeah,
Hood.
that would have been interesting.
And what did Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey was probably doing like Ace Ventura at this time or something. Wasn't Ace Ventura like 93 or something like that?
Something like that, I think. See, that's another one where I like the sequel better.
Yeah. I think I still like the original one the most. Blind dude's just swinging the sword around.
Just like fighting that post.
Yeah, dude, he's swinging the shit out of that sword, too.
They shot the cheese with their arrows, you know. Welcome back, Mr. 2000.
Thank
Yeah, it's funny the German lady with the Princess Leia cut, and stuff. Yeah, Blinken. They should have had him like when he was carving that wood, actually create like a sculpture, out of it.
Fucking exit sign in a castle. Ah, damn. No, no, no.
Throwing their ears at him and stuff.
Yeah, everybody in this movie takes everything very literal.
Exactly. Doing like, acting like Churchill.
Brother Achu is right.
Yay or nay? Which one means yes?
Who's that guy? That is Cameron Poe, a parolee hitching a ride home.
I said, put the bunny back in the box.
Tomorrow's July 14th, so
Juno Air.
that's the birthday in the movie. Remember when
Oh
Malkovich
yeah, that's right.
said, "It's my daddy's birthday" or something like that. My birthday's July 14th. My daddy's coming home. I forget the exact line, but yeah. That's why, like, you know, every time it's like, oh shit, it's the 14th. It's Con Air birthday.
It would have been kind of cool if, like, they actually got Alan Rickman to do this dude's part instead, you know, as a kind of a joke, because wasn't he the villain in the other Robin Hood movie? The one with
I'm not
Costner.
very familiar with the Robin Hood movies like that.
Yeah, he's the villain in that Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner. Like he's the main villain.
Jeez. You know, I think Tracy Ullman could have, you know, been an extra in Army of Darkness and all this makeup. You know, I probably wouldn't even recognize her if she was an extra in Army of Darkness looking like that.
I love that whole. One of my favorite lines is that, "Hey, she bitch, let's rock."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those movies that my mom saw that on TV one time. She actually, I mean, I don't know if she watched the whole thing, but she liked it. It turned out she liked that whole deal with the shimps running around and all. She
Yeah.
didn't quite get it, but she's like, I'm watching this movie, Army of Darkness. I'm like, what? you know, because it's like that time I told you she was watching Child's Play, and she said, "Why is that doll being so mean to that little boy?" And I couldn't explain it. I'm like,
This is where Mel Brooks comes into the movie.
Yep.
I'll take two. I'm getting circumcised. I don't even know what it is. I'll take two of them.
Like, ooh,
He's like, nip the tip. The army of Gucci's.
Gucci-roni. Yeah.
Sacramento, why?
Dom DeLuise doing his whole Godfather bit. Did you, Sean, ever see any of those, like, Burt Reynolds movies like Gator and White Lightning? Have you ever seen those?
I've seen White Lightning. The other one I don't think I've seen though, the one that you mentioned. But I don't own White Lightning. I don't have that in my collection.
I think some of those are some of the best things that he did in the 70s,
Deliverance too. Like I think I have
You
that one
know,
actually.
I have never ever seen that, and I don't exactly want to.
It took me a long time to actually see it. Like I didn't see it until I was like in my 20s, and like it's a movie I always hear. People are always talking about that movie. People always compare it to other movie, like more modern things and stuff. But
Right.
it's a good movie for what it is. But I don't know. Maybe at times it might be a little overhyped.
I always liked Southern Comfort, though. I thought that was great, even though that's a non-Burt Reynolds movie, but
Yeah, it's a Walter Hill
I would.
movie, but I mean,
yeah.
like, I like that movie. I just wish Southern Comfort had a stronger ending to it. Like, I don't really have much of an issue with the ending. I just wish there was more to that ending. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's just not like a very thrilling ending. It just kind of ends and it's like, okay, here's the credits now. It's like,
Well,
okay,
it's
all
like,
right.
basically they're doomed, It was all a setup.
Yeah, but like, at the end there when they go to the gypsy party and everything and Powers Booth has that one-on-one battle with like one of the other fucking guys or whatever, and I don't know. I
Yep.
just thought it was gonna have a more eventful ending to it with the way it was playing out, But I still like the movie for what it is, though. Like I still give it a 7 out of 10. It's still a great movie for what it is.
That's kind of how I feel about the ending of Cruising, though.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I can
really
see
have
that.
good definitive ending.
Yeah, I really wouldn't say that like Cruising is exactly one of my more favorite William Friedkin movies, but that is a good one.
Yeah.
The Hunted's getting a 4K, and that one's coming from Kino, so like that's a must own right there.
Which one is?
The Hunted.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, Kino is also supposed to be releasing Bug at some point too, and maybe we'll get Rampage. Maybe we'll get that one at some point.
Yeah, because they said they got their hands on it, so like
Powers
maybe they're
huge.
going to stop the second sight route where they're going to take their time remastering it and digitally remastering all the color timings, original negatives.
Yeah, I think it's smart for studios to really take your time with a restoration because, like even with the new Hitcher that's coming out, like one of the reasons why that took so long is because they kept finding more and more lost elements for like the extended cut. So like as they kept coming across more elements, that was like, I guess probably telling them like, we should probably take our time with this and make sure we're doing everything right here. Instead of hurrying up, get something out. Next you know, you got to do a disc replacement program and all this bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking of pre-ordering that one because that's a fucking one of a kind right there. Like,
The Hitcher box set,
like
I'm gonna tell you though, if you don't order that thing quick, that thing is gonna go. I'm telling you, that
Yeah.
thing ain't gonna stick around very long. That thing's gonna sell out fast.
I'm just trying to decide if I want to order it direct from Second Sight or get it from fucking Orbit.
I
I'm
mean, you
gonna get
can't
it
go
from
wrong
Second
with
Sight.
ordering it directly from Second Sight,
Yeah, I mean it's
I'm
funny
going
because
for Orbit. Right?
I saw people bitching about having to pay for the fucking shipping and all that from Second Sight, but what they don't realize is that the like on there, for instance, it's $53, or whatever. And say you order, you get a bunch of stuff and it's about that range, and then you pay that deal. Well, you go on to like Orbit, it's $59. So basically, you're like when I bought that May and Frontiers and the Ginger Snaps and all that, I maybe would have saved like a dollar, if I ordered them from Orbit. So it didn't really make any difference because they hike their they have to make their overhead, because that's who they're getting them from. I don't know how much shipping, they pay, since it's wholesale, but people don't get that. If you've never worked in retail, people don't understand that shit.
Yeah. No, you're definitely right about that, though.
I saw the shipping for Second Sight because I got a count on them now recently because of the Hitcher because that's a fucking one of a kind. I saw the shipping for it so I can know how much it is. It's total $81 because the shipping is $26 to
Isn't
get
that
over here
box
to.
set like $75? I think. Did I see a $75 price tag on that thing?
It's $56.
Yeah, it's like
50.
$56, and then you're,
Plus the
Wow,
shipping.
that's a lot of money for shipping though. $56 box set. You put on
yeah, but
tax with that, and then you put that
well,
shipping. Yo,
because you gotta pay.
that's a lot of
No, but I
money.
mean, see, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, they may have it on Orbit for like say 59 or 64, because like I'm saying, they raise their overhead to cover their shipping costs. So in reality, the deal is with Second Sight, don't order just one thing. Order a couple of things because the shipping, I think, is a flat rate. So
Yeah,
it's going to work itself out, and stuff.
yeah. Like if you're gonna, you may as well order like I don't know, like 3 box sets or whatever your budget is or whatever. But I know second sight stuff can be pricey, but you get what you pay for, man. You get really nice
Exactly.
transfers.
Yeah, it's not like
I just wish
it's
some of
not
their
like
features
they-
could be a little more plentiful. I wish there could be a little bit more
yeah,
features on some of their releases, but even their features, even if they're slim, they're done very well.
it's not like piece of shit factory where you get
And
like
Johnny's here.
half-ass
So,
features, all these all
hey,
this piece
Johnny.
of shit. Oh, sorry.
No, it's I just one thing I don't like about Scream Factory is the fact that they have such flimsy cases,
Hey, Johnny.
thin ass slip covers. They don't do any kind of new commissioned artwork. Everybody that's working
Yeah,
for that company now, it just seems like these like
it,
cutthroat businessmen that don't even know what the fuck they're dealing with.
yeah,
It seems like whoever's
and
working for
they're also
Scream Factory, I don't even think they're fans of horror at this point. Like I really don't
and
think it's like
and
the way it
also
was when they first started.
and, and you know what's so stupid about those bundles where you're getting all this bunch of bullshit that's just like you're not really gonna be feeling happy with them because you're just getting like a bunch of posters, slip covers, just so they can pay
No,
more money for
Johnny.
that crap.
Well, Juno
But
did get a haircut. Yes.
Yeah, like I don't know why like a bundle
uh,
deal like to me when I see a bundle deal that has like 2 or 3
like
slip
it's
covers
for
in it, why do I need 2 or 3 slip covers for one fucking movie? Like what am I doing with
yeah,
the other ones?
they were so
Where are they going?
yeah. But like second sight, like there's like ship factory stuff is like more expensive. There's like almost $200 to buy that crap. Where second sight,
Yeah,
even though it's $81 for the shipping, but it's at least you're getting like a big book with it. It's not like a oh
yeah.
give me another slip cover. That's it.
I just know like the last time I bought anything directly from Scream Factory was the Friday the 13th box set. But it's usually their price range. Like looking at their price range on things is like, yo, that's a lot of fucking money for one release and a poster. Like Jesus Christ, comes out to like fucking $50 and shit. Like I don't know, man. I just,
And the
I
thing is,
really do prefer the way like Arrow does things with the thicker Amaray cases. Like I wish Scream Factory would do that. Actually, I wish they would go with the thicker cases.
they did that with the Halloween 4 case, but continue with that. They went back to the
Yeah.
cheap
Well, they did that with the slide
cardboard case.
boxes, but what I'm mainly talking about, like this is an Arrow release right here. I'm holding. See how thick that is? See how thick that spine
Yeah,
is? Like I just like the average Blu-ray is way thinner than that. Like this is an average this is Apocalypto Blu-ray. Like see how thin that is? Like that's all of us as collectors are always going to have these thin ass fucking releases, but I just think these thick Amaray cases make your releases look so much more nicer. And it
yeah,
seems like, like they really stand the test of time being in these cases too. Like everything stays in good condition.
yeah. But
But
I'm
I don't
excited
know,
for the
man.
history. That's
Yeah, that
like
box
gotta be
set
like
does look nice. I just don't know if I'm gonna have the money for that box set, so I'm probably gonna end up settling for the standard edition.
yeah. And you said that it's gonna probably sold out real fast. You know what? I am gonna definitely try to get that
Dude,
pre-ordered.
if I were you, I would try ordering
And
that
get
like tomorrow. Like you want to make sure you're securing a copy of that. I would get on that like tomorrow. I can almost guarantee you that that box set is going to go quick. And after that, your next option is going to be the Eureka Blu-ray that just came out a couple months ago. Yeah, what's up there, Johnny at the Wild Guys? I saw him there for a second, but we started talking.
is it Johnny?
Yeah, honestly, Apocalypto is like probably like my favorite Mel Gibson movie. Seriously, like him as a director, it's got to be like that and Braveheart. Like I don't know, like I would probably go with Apocalypto. That is a really good fucking movie. I think I'm the only one who didn't get a haircut here on the street. I didn't shave my beard or anything.
Oh, Juno just dropped out, you know, when you said that.
Yeah.
Damn
I
you,
think we got
Juno.
about. I think we got like a half hour left here in the movie, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Terrific. So yeah, it looks like we're not going to be streaming again on my channel till I think next Friday is the 19th.
Okay.
So we'll be watching David Fincher's Seven next Friday. And then I got to see where I can place Silence of the Lambs. I got to check my
Yeah.
emails. So I got to see if Movie Odyssey TV can do it. I got to see when he can do it. And then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, if I need to, you know, put it on my channel, I don't have a problem with it. I just want to make sure Juno's there because, you know, since that's one of his favorite movies, you know.
Yeah,
know
yeah.
you-
No,
I
I
mean,
told like I know we talked yesterday, and Juno said that it's got to
Yep.
take some time or whatever, and I just mentioned that we can always do a review discussion at a later point for it.
Right.
Yep.
Well, we could do both, though. I mean, I just think that's something Juno should be there for, you know. I mean,
No, I agree, but sometimes the show's got to go on regardless.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll just join the chat. Well, I'm gonna be there for like some of these streams for the chat. Like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
disappear.
Yeah, it's whatever whatever it is that you told
Yeah.
us. Like I totally understand the situation. It's all good. Whatever's going on, it's YouTube is not a priority. It's just is what it is, man.
Juno, it's calling your name.
Yep.
It's saying, be there. Be there. Be there.
Goodbye, horses. Do.
Juno, just put your name in the fucking chat. Put your name in the fucking basket.
Goodbye, horses.
Who is this guy dressed up like fucking Gandalf?
That's Robinhood.
No, like, is it? Wait, is it really? Oh, he's like disguised right now, I guess.
Yeah.
He looks like he really does look like Gandalf. He really does.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I
like,
got
"Are
it.
you sure?" He
Yes,
looks
hey,
like
Johnny.
Mark Twain.
Yeah, I got a haircut for my hippie here. Yep.
It really does look like Gandalf. Gandalf the Grey. You ever hear what's his name? The fuck's his name again? A comedian, Bill, what the fuck's his name? Fuck, man. White guy from fucking Boston. What the fuck's his name again? Bill Burr. Yeah, Bill Burr.
Yeah.
You know, you ever hear of him, like, when he talks about the Lord of the Rings movies? He's like, what's the big fucking deal? It's just people fucking walking the entire time. People fucking walking for 20 minutes. Another 20 minutes goes by and people are still fucking walking. Like,
Bill Burr's fucking hilarious.
yeah.
That animated show that he has on Netflix is great.
I don't think I've caught that yet. No, I don't think I've caught that. I know what you're talking about, though.
It's supposedly loosely based on when he was a kid, or something, and stuff. So
Yeah, there's a lot of Netflix shit I need to catch up on, to be honest with you. Like, I don't have, like, a Netflix account anymore. I don't have any of that shit. I just, I try to find shit online for free instead of paying for it.
I'm not supposed to lose. Let me see the script.
He pulls out like a big ass docket.
They pull out the script. This bit was great.
Yeah, I would really like to hear of like the behind the scenes making of this movie, because I bet you someone's gonna be like, Dave Chappelle was always smoking weed, He was just always smoking weed in his trailer. You know what's funny about that chop? That's like what they do at the Atlanta Braves games, but whenever they're losing, when they're playing the Phillies, we ram that right back on them. We do the chop right back on them, and they fucking hate that shit. Because like that's like their celebration chant. So then we end up taking it from them, and they get all pissed off.
I heard that coming from a mile away. He said, so he goes, "Pardon?"
Jesus Christ. Fucking Rocket's got everybody doing the wave. Rocket arrow. And bullseye. And Brad's here from the 4K tent revival. What's up, Brad?
Hey, Brad.
What's going on, Brad? I'm debating about what I'm gonna do as far as like Severance, still trying to make up my mind. I'll probably get, a few things.
I mean, honestly, I really don't have the money to be spending anything right now, but I mean, I'm probably gonna glance at it, but I don't know. Severn can be a little too pricey for my budget nowadays. But I understand it's a sale. It's something I should really take advantage of, but I don't know. We'll just, once it's up and official, I'll take a look at it and see what I can push. 'Cause, I mean, there is some things I really do want to get from Severn too, but it's like before you know it, like when you have like 3 things in your cart, man, it could really tear a hole in your wallet quick.
Yeah.
How was the Bruce Lee sportation movie, Texas? How was that set?
I haven't watched any of the movies. I did watch the documentary, which I thought was awesome. It was really good.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm gonna dig into those movies. I've got,
Yeah.
the non like like the Arrow, the 2 Shawscope boxes, and there's a third
Yeah.
one coming out in November. And then I've got 2
You
of
got time. Yeah.
the Shit Factory Shaw Brothers boxes
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. 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 You got time, man. Yeah. Take your time watching them because that's a fucking badass release that you got from Severin.
Yeah. That yeah, you're right, Brad. Those 75% off section has some great titles, but I think I've got not all, but I've got a lot of them. I noticed, today was the box set day and all that, and I've got a few, of those, but there weren't really a lot that that I really liked all that much, except for the Dan's, the Tony Danza and Macabre box sets. But you know, I can wait on those because they'll be, on sale again
Oh,
next.
so the 7 sales like already officially it's like it's already going right now, I guess.
Yeah,
So
started
I'm gonna have to take a
yesterday.
look at that tomorrow then. Yeah, I'm about to take a look at it tomorrow then, see if I can push anything on that, or I can afford anything.
Well, he's right though. That they have, the one section that's like 75% off, a whole bunch of different things, and you know.
See, like another thing that's like an issue I have right now is like whenever I get caught up on a bill, I end up buying something else that immediately pushes me back. So I keep getting pushed back on the bills, and I'm trying to get caught up on that,
Right.
and that's still taking me some time to do that. So like I don't think I'm going to be caught up on these bills until at least the end of the summer. So that's another reason why I'm trying to watch my money right now. See if I can somehow get caught up instead of it's like I get caught up and then I dig a hole. Caught up, dig a
Right.
hole. Caught up, dig a
Yeah.
hole. It's like, fuck, dude, I just can't get ahead.
Yeah, you're right, Brad. The box set sale wasn't, that good. That's why I decided, I wasn't going to get anything, and I have a lot of those anyway. It's just funny that they had the Steckler box set and they wanted 110 on it, and then I mean I bought that thing for like 120 off of Amazon. So I mean, so what? I paid an extra $10 fucking. It's still a good price for what I paid for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're satisfied with paying that, it don't matter to anyone else, or at least it shouldn't matter to anyone else. So So, all right,
I
it looks
mean, it
like they
was
will have an October sale.
when I
Too.
bought it, it had finally had come out from Severin, but they had it on Amazon, and Severin wanted, I don't know, like 150 for it at the time, or 60, and they had it for 120 on Amazon. So I said, shit. Yeah, he's right. The next sale, October or whatever, and the prices will probably be better. I agree
Yeah,
with that.
that would probably be a little bit more, easier for me at that time, probably to be buying shit at that point. Because I know, like right now, like this month and next month are really gonna be. It's like a tight squeeze right now for me, which is why like I really have to watch my money right now. So what? They're like fighting over her right now, basically.
Yeah,
Look at Dave Chappelle in the background, looking like he's tickling somebody. Like, what the fuck is he doing? You see people like swinging swords, and he's like tickling some guy. They're gonna deflower her in the tower.
yeah. He was saying all the Hauntsby are set at 125 on sale at Severin, 165 on Amazon regular set. I don't know what they're thinking, with their prices most of the time. Yeah, I feel the same fucking way. I thought it was kind of fucked up that they put out last horror movie out again. With that new slip when they said, last year that they had done a one-time, deal, one-time release on it, and that they weren't going to have it again. They're always pulling some kind of shady shit.
Well, I guess they probably kicks ass to Ship Factory. 'Cause Ship Factory does that shit too.
That's
Well,
why,
I mean,
like when I hear like now, like, oh, there's an exclusive steelbook. I don't buy it no more. It's just no, it's not exclusive because it's gonna come out on some other website in like 6 months. It's not true. The exclusive steelbook does not exist anymore.
what I always find funny is the whole, they slap a sticker on this thing and it says 300 pressed, and that was like, 4 or 5 years ago, and it's still
Yeah.
available. See, this is
Yeah,
the,
see, like I think that kind of tactic can get early collectors that like just start collecting, because like that's gotten me a couple of times. Like I remember I bought the original Evil Dead Steelbook because it had a limited edition sticker on it. This was back in like 2009. And it's like no big deal. It's not really a limited edition steelbook. You could still buy it today. This is like what, fucking 2009. Now it's 2024. You could still get the thing.
Mhm.
But I think that they slap those stickers on to get the inexperienced collectors, and it does work. Oh, they found the key to the chastity belt. Now she
Brad
can be
says Severin loves to scam us like that. Like the Four Flies 4K was only available for one weekend, and one weekend only. 2 years later, you can still buy it brand new today. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know I don't have that release, but I think I had the Shameless release on Blu-ray. But like I don't know, man. Four Flies, I like the movie, but it's like I put it towards like my least favorite of the Argento stuff. Like I really like Bird with the Crystal Plumage. Like out of like that animal trilogy there, like that's probably my favorite movie out of that trilogy. It's the Bird with the Crystal Plumage. Because you got Cat O' Nine Tails, Four Flies on Grey Velvet, and yeah, Bird with the Crystal Plumage. But I think Plumage is the best one out of those three. You know, I'm actually really surprised that David Cronenberg's Existence sold out as fast as it did from Vinegar Syndrome.
Yeah, that was weird. I was
That's
surprised they even released that, you know.
because when I saw that box set and it was like that guy's hairy chest on it, I was like, why do I want that? Like, you know, like why do I want to see this in my collection? Like, but like, I mean, I am a fan of the movie. It's not really one of my more favorite David Cronenberg films. I still enjoy it. Like, I enjoy it for how bizarre it is, really. But yeah, it's one that I decided not to jump on, and that thing sold out fast. So, but there's actually still a standard Blu-ray you can buy for that. Like it's like a studio standard Blu-ray you can actually buy. Texas saw Maxine,
Yeah, I
but
saw Maxine last weekend.
I haven't seen Maxine yet or Longlegs, but I'm gonna try to see one of those this week.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to see
Same
Longlegs
here.
tomorrow,
Maxine.
hopefully. So
What's the official release for Longlegs? Is that tomorrow?
no, it came out Friday.
Friday. All right, so it's out now. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I might go see Longlegs over Maxine though. It's just the concept is like pulling me more into over Maxine. I don't know. Like maybe I might just go see both of them. Fuck it, dude. Yeah, I heard that you didn't like Maxine, Brad. I heard about it, but I'm still gonna see both of those movies regardless, you know. But I actually really enjoyed In a Violent Nature. I thought that was pretty cool, but it seems like nobody cares for it. You know, Mel Brooks in Spaceballs, when he's like dressed up as like the Yoda and everything, like the gold Yoda, is like Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
they
how
did with Patrick Stewart. This is great.
yeah. He's not in this movie very long, is he?
No. And then it's funny how Richard Lewis's mole was on the side of his face, and now it's like on his forehead.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing, Brad. But I mean, I don't know. It really depends on if I have the free time to go see Maxine or not. But I am a little bit more interested in Longlegs over Maxine, just because of the concept.
I can tell you somebody that used to pull that Severin scam. and you're gonna think I'm full of shit, but Glenn Danzig used to do that shit with Misfit singles. You know, people
Yeah,
would
probably
scour.
because he could, he probably could get away with that shit. You got so many idiots willing to pay fucking overpriced,
Yeah,
prices for shit
he
like
would
that.
repress those fuckers all the time. You know.
Like, I think Charles Band did that with some, like, Wizard video titles. Remember hearing about that, like, years ago. Like, apparently, like, all these Wizard video titles were, like, fucking, like, sold out, but it turns out that he had a bunch sitting in a factory or something like that. It was, like, selling them at a later point and telling people, like, no, they're all gone now. Like, oh, that's cool. I forget what that fucking story was. It happened a long time ago. That's when I was still on Facebook when that fucking happened. So that was like maybe like 2013 or 14 when that shit happened.
When you were still on Facebook talking to Peter Bart.
Yeah, actually, I remember trying to talk to him before on Facebook. I was like, "Ah, shit, you don't speak English."
He's saying he's a midget that loves women's breasts, and you know.
Yeah, we're coming up on the end here, it looks like.
Says Longlegs writer director did Blackcoat's daughter Gretel and Hansel. Longlegs has that same feel. That's cool.
And that's the movie.
Yeah.
Juno fell out again.
Yeah. Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, I liked it all right. You know, I didn't consider it like I just considered it like, you know, the next movie, you know. It wasn't like I was going in that it would be, you know, something spectacular. I mean, my only problem with it was that it needed a couple of more brutal kills in it, I think. But I had it figured out. I knew who the culprit was and shit like that from the beginning. And I didn't, you know, I didn't have any spoilers or anything like that, you know.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Zodiac.
Yeah, thanks to all of you guys, you know, that were past, present, and future, you know, people that are going to watch the replay.
Yeah, thank you, Rosalia and Chester, too. Everybody who was here the whole time.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Todd Christian because he's always watching the replays and leaves a comment and stuff. So
Yeah, he's one of the people that actually wants to interact with people, like he'll leave a comment to really want to interact with you, and I think that can be rare sometimes when you're trying to just, be on YouTube and simply trying to interact with people, especially when people are like, "Hey, awesome video." Like, no shit. I fucking know, dude. You don't have to tell me that, I know. But, people are who they are, personalities are different. Some people like to talk more, some people don't like to talk more. So it just is what it is.
Thanks for all you guys coming out for Moonbeam's birthday, and thank you, Russell, for wishing her a happy birthday and whatnot. And,
Moonbeam.
Yeah, happy birthday to Moonbeam, and yeah, it was definitely fun to go back and watch this. I mean, if we didn't have this poll to pick this movie, I couldn't tell you if I ever would have went back and watched this movie. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I forgot Dave Chappelle was even in this movie, so it's going back and watching it definitely has its moments. Not something I would typically watch, but yeah, it's good to go back and watch it again.
That's an interesting movie.
But I still want to see Tracy Ullman now in Army of Darkness after seeing her in this.
Yeah. Just to see Bruce Campbell, hey, she bitch, let's rock.
It would probably provide some really good dialogue too if that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, next time we'll be streaming on my channel. We'll be back again on Friday the 19th, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be watching David Fincher's 7.
Yeah. And I'm gonna take a break, folks, but I'll be back, folks, in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's all good, Juno.
Yeah, I may do, the usual Wednesday, but I don't know what I've got planned yet. Oh, hey, Larry, the Harcat dad, has stopped in.
Hey, what's up, Larry?
So yeah, that was that. But well, I'm glad you're here, Larry. If only Don had come and made an appearance.
That's all good, man. Can't be on YouTube every fucking day.
Yeah. Don, though, man, he throws the best compliments out to me, though, man. Always shocks me and all that.
Yeah, the vibe I get from Don is like he's someone who just pays attention.
Yeah. But he and Larry, man, I enjoy their show. It's really good. If I'm ever awake when Don has one of his watch alongs,
It's like whenever Don does a watch along, it'll always happen at like the perfect time for me for somehow, like some reason. Like I'll like be in the process of like trying to figure out what to watch, and then I'll know where he just like because he doesn't announce his streams, like he just shows up and just does it.
Right.
Like he doesn't tell people ahead of time it's gonna happen or anything. And he'll just come out as nowhere with something. I'll be like, well, all right, that's what I'm watching tonight. Like, got that figured out real fast. Seems to always work out that way.
But yeah, I guess I'm gonna shut this down and stuff. But again, thanks to everyone for coming out and helping us celebrate Moonbeam's birthday, and stuff, and for all the kind words about her and I appreciate that. And you guys rule. And like I always say, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here or be doing this. So thanks.
Yeah, we
again.
also have Russell Collier's here too. What's up, Russell?
Yep.
But so yeah, tomorrow night's stream is canceled right now. So for anyone that just jumped in here right now, the next stream is going to be on Friday for 7.
So, you know, with that, we got a couple of, you know, messages here. And then, of course, the
Hey kids, I love this guy. He's the founder of the CWO.
and everything, man, and for everything you do, man. You're awesome because you are part of the CWO.
What a piece of shit this movie is.
Here's Johnny, and I support the CWO.
And then, last but not least, we have this. But good night, everybody.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy.
See ya.